Wow, wow. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Thank
Here's the
you.
Herd Show. Sweet Tea, Diamond K. Of course, I am the his.
And I am the her, which means I
Um,
am always right.
all right, all right. Yeah,
Majority of the time.
had to get
I
that
am.
in. Had to get that in. Uh, coronavirus pandemic. Uh, no end in sight. How are things in Texas?
Well, according to the news, we have thousands of cases every night.
I'm sure you do. You say according to the news, like you don't believe that or
No,
something.
I don't believe it. It's just pure panic. Now, one time you hear on the news that, oh, coronavirus has gone down. Like every time you listen to the news, they gonna let you know how high it is, and it's gonna cause another fear in the community, in the people that like this is just like not going away. And I don't think the numbers is correct anyway. I just think they like to give us fear.
So you think this is something that's happening on purpose? What are you talking about right now?
The news are liars. They
Okay,
they tell they tell 50% of the truth, and the other half is made up on what they
okay,
want society to believe.
okay, okay. Of course, we're talking about the coronavirus pandemic that is impacting the world,
Right? They
and
don't talk about it in China no more. I guess China don't
well, I
have
mean,
coronavirus.
when's the last time you followed the news in China? Like you're not watching Asian news broadcasters.
But when it first happened in China, that's all we heard about, right?
Well,
China, Italy.
people were saying that it
Yeah,
was
we don't care about these
a
people
hoax
anymore.
allegedly. And
Allegedly.
yeah, yeah. And so the main thing that I wanted to talk about today was the importance of voting. You are registered to vote, T.
Yes.
I'm assuming.
I am registered to vote. I only vote because it's my right to. I don't vote because I feel like I just have to go and vote. I don't
You
feel that way.
you feel as though it's what now?
But I feel regardless on who's in the White House, they're gonna do what the fuck they want to do. They're gonna sit out here, promise everybody certain things and certain conditions and policies and taxes that they not gonna do and help this out and help that out. They ain't gonna do shit. They're gonna do what the fuck they want to do when they get in there. They can give a fuck about any promises. They not gonna come out and kiss your babies anymore. You ain't gonna see them anymore, so it's just bullshit to me. It's all bullshit to me. So as I told you, when Trump came in as president, my life didn't change. When Trump leave as president, my life not going to change. Why? Because I'm a middle class working citizen. Let's move on. My life ain't going to change. I don't get food stamps, public housing, unemployment. I don't get none of that shit. So it's not going to affect me. Sorry, and whoever don't like it, I don't care, but it doesn't affect me. It might affect some other folks who's in the presidential seat, but it doesn't affect me. My life has not changed. My life is the same.
All right.
Has your life changed?
Well, okay. So slow down, slow down. You said a lot there.
Has your life
And
changed?
yes, and your life has changed as well. And I'm gonna explain to you. So slow down, slow down. All right. So we have Trump in office. Prior to Trump being in office, President Obama was in office. When we just look at the sheer businesses that are around, that are operating, that were here during the Obama administration versus the ones that are closed now, the fact that many kids are being schooled at home, the fact that we have to wear these masks. Where's my
You're
other
blaming
mask?
that on
All right,
who's
I ain't
the
finished. I ain't
president?
finished. I ain't finished. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. The
How?
fact that, and I'm gonna tell you why. As far as America, we are being, we are dealing with the effects of the decisions that the president made. So saying that you're not affected by
President
that.
cannot. The president cannot control a fucking virus.
No,
He can't.
the president can control our reaction to said virus. Now I didn't now and the difference in reaction in America versus the difference in reaction in other countries is significant. If Hillary Clinton had been the president, we still get the coronavirus, her reactions to the coronavirus would have been different than the non reaction of President Trump, which has caused a direct impact on the economy. The economy affects and affects your life. Now, uh, whether you want to very eagerly get involved in the political process or whether you want to apprehensively vote regardless or not vote, who is in office affects the economy, thus affecting your pocketbook, thus affects you. It does.
Are you really telling me that the president had control of the spreading of the coronavirus, Diamond?
Here's what I'm saying because
But
well,
here's what
let
I'm
me
saying.
if something happens in your household, let's look at it because the America is
Can't control
the
the virus,
president.
Joe.
America is the president's household, right? Let's look at now on a smaller level. You control your house. If something happens that you did not cause to happen, but you have to react to protect your household, your husband, your dog, seven, whoever else is in the house, right? You didn't cause it, but your actions or lack thereof affect the household. And if you don't react in a way, if you don't lock the doors, right?
How did you want
If you
how
don't
did
lock
you
the
want Donald
doors
Trump
of
to
your
react?
house, if you don't lock the doors of your house and someone comes in your house and commits a crime in the house, steals something, hurts some people, you didn't lock the door. You could have locked the door. You didn't create the burglar. You didn't let the burglar in technically, but you didn't prevent the burglar from coming in your house. And if he harms something or someone in your house, you were responsible because you did not protect your household.
How did the coronavirus get over here?
It got over here through people visiting, Americans
So you
coming over,
wanted him to
whoever.
shut all
However,
these, and you
no,
wanted him to
no,
stop all these
no,
people from
no,
coming in
no.
that
That's
could
not
have
what I wanted.
possibly brought the coronavirus over here.
That's
You
not.
want him to
That's
shut
not
the
what I
door,
wanted.
right?
That's not what I wanted. Here's what I wanted to happen. The example is not the exact mirror, but I'll tell you what I do mean. First of all, you tell seven, listen, when you come in this house, you lock the door. Why do I need to lock the door, mom? You need to lock the door because of bum 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 bum. You tell seven the truth. You tell him we don't live in a world where you can leave the doors open. You have
Yo,
to
you
protect
can't be
ourselves.
using doors, yo. It's a
I'm using
totally different
doors.
thing.
That's why I
Totally
said. That's why I said
different.
it's not specific. That's why I mean it's not mirroring it the exact way, but generally speaking, you prepare people that are under your guidance, you prepare them for situations, right? The president, and you live in Texas, so I understand that they riding for the president there. I don't understand why, because he's not of Texas. He's not a Texas guy. He represents New York and everything that Texas in the South
Because
is supposed to be against.
Texas is a Republican state
Trump ain't a
regardless,
Republican.
so they
Trump
don't
ain't a
care.
Republican. Trump ain't a Republican. A
They don't
Republican means be
care.
conservative. Trump is anything but conservative.
They don't care. Well, Texas is
They don't
anything
care.
but conservative either. You
I'm
know what
saying
I'm
you can't say
saying?
Republican and then that's like saying that it's a prostitute that don't but that believes in abstinence. You know what I mean? They don't go together. Okay, you can't say that you're a
All right.
Republican, you're
So,
conservative, and
so
support
I
Trump.
can see Texas is a Republican state. They like Trump because Texas feel like Texas is its own country. Just like how Trump does his own
That's
thing,
true.
Texas does their own thing, and that's why
That's
they like them.
true. Yeah,
That's why
but
they like them.
that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But that is the way it is. But it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So you don't have to be excited to vote, but people need to vote, and it's super important. Super important.
Well, according to the news, there were 3
What
million.
station? What stations you watch? What station you talking about?
David, according to CBS, in Texas, there were 3 million new voters. And a lot of voters feel like this vote is a life and death situation for them.
Yeah, well, it is a life and death situation.
But out of all the people that is voting, Texas is a big state. 128,000 people voted early. But this is what Governor Abbott did. He shut down half of all the drop, for you to drop your vote off. He shut down half of those locations and made only one drop off site for each county. Now, I live in Fort Bend County, and it's a big county, but Harris County is like our biggest county. There's over 80,000 people that live in Harris County. Now, can you imagine now I'm trying to drop off votes in one location? That's going to be a all night, all day process. And a lot of the situations where a lot of technical difficulties was going on, people, all of a sudden wires was cut, power outages, like a whole bunch of stuff has been like trying to suppress the voting
Now
situation
let me
here
slow
in
you down.
Texas.
Let me slow you down for a second. If voting was not important,
Mm-hmm.
Republican governors would not be trying to suppress the vote. They would not be trying to steal the vote and prevent people from voting
Now,
that they think will
don't
vote
twist my
other ways.
words.
It's super important. He ain't the only, and he's not the
Voting
only.
is important to y'all. It's
Okay,
just not my thing. It's
if
not
it,
important to
no, I
me.
got it.
It's not
It's not
important
important
to
to
me,
you,
but I'm not saying that it's not important for y'all. It's just not
right?
important for me. Like it
Right.
don't make
I mean,
no difference to me. It
if it
hasn't
wasn't
changed my
important,
life.
yeah. No, I'm saying if it wasn't important,
But I understand
they
what
would
you're
not be
saying.
trying to do the conniving ways and mislead.
Because they want to get who they want in office.
True, true, very true,
That's what it's all about.
very
They
true.
want to get who they want to get in office.
Yeah,
So it's a game.
yeah, yeah. And election day, of course, is Tuesday, November the 3rd. Texas, where TIS offers absentee ballots by mail to voters who are unable to vote in person, and all other voters are expected to vote in person. Texas does, as I said, have early voting.
And Texas doesn't have blue mailboxes, guys.
Oh, there was a dispute about that. Color the mailboxes.
No, you know how like back at home, on the corner of
Oh
such and
yeah,
such,
yeah,
it's the blue mailbox. They don't have those in Texas.
yeah, yeah.
So if they don't have transportation to get to the post office, or
Or do absentee ballot. Yeah, they got to vote in person. Yeah, that's just they're definitely making it as difficult as possible. People that are voting in Texas will be asked to show a photo ID. So they want a driver's license that was issued by
state of
DPS.
Texas.
Yeah,
Mhm.
state of Texas. Texas election ID certificate, a Texas personal ID card, uh, or something else that everyone has. A
Bring your blood work. Shit.
Texas handgun license, U.S. military ID with photo, your citizenship certificate with photo does not have to be current. Passport. Voters that are 70 or older can bring a photo identification, even if it's expired. Um, yeah. So yeah. So that it's interesting. Um, so you have your driver's license, so you can do that.
Yes, me and Herbie are going to vote. Hmm.
Why are you expression like that?
What?
Okay, all right, all right. And for the record, Democrats, Joe Biden specifically, does not have to win Texas, but there's a chance that he could. It's a chance,
It's a
and
chance.
that goes to there's a chance that he could, and that goes to show you how bad things are. The fact that it's even close, it shouldn't even be a chance that a Democrat could win Texas. Shouldn't even be a chance.
You check those polls today,
Yes.
and what is it?
Currently, I'm saying Texas is in the conversation. It usually is never in the conversation for a Democrat to win Texas. It's in the conversation because here's the thing. Here's what's so bad about Trump for real Republicans. Trump is bringing down other Republicans. So even if he cheats to get in like he did the last time, but even more so this time, it's going to badly affect Republicans in other races down the ballot. Your senators, your other Congress folks, uh, even the governors or mayors. It's going to affect them. The stuff that Trump is doing. So even if he gets in and y'all lose everything else, he's going to be a loser for y'all because he does for Republicans. I'm talking about because he doesn't care about other people. Other times Republicans are trying to fight for the party, right? Other times they're trying to fight for the party, but Trump is just completely fighting for himself. He's fighting for himself. He's not trying to help the Republicans, the conservatives out there.
Hey, they put
Mm.
him in there.
They did. They allowed him to get to a certain point, and then he just raped and pillaged everything else after that.
Yeah, I want to see them try to get his ass out of there. They put him
He's
in
like,
there.
he's gonna be that person that you let spend the night at your house, and
Guys,
he don't want to leave. Now you can't
don't
get
want
him
to
out, and now he's getting mail at the house. And you can't,
guys. You cannot get him out.
it's gonna be hard to get him out the house. Here in Georgia, where I am, of course, the early voting lines here in Atlanta have been crazy. And when I go back to Baltimore in a couple of days, uh, the I'm
Is that,
obviously voting in.
your mic?
Huh?
Is that your mic?
Is that what I thought it was you? That's me.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. You go ahead and talk for a second. Let me get some stuff in order.
What you want me to talk about America? America. Not only has Atlanta been on the map for voting, even little old Virginia and North Carolina, they're also on the map for people going out and having heavy voting. Today, while I was on YouTube just surfing voting in different states, Virginia and North Carolina had about 2 hours to 3 hour waiting lines to get in for voting. Here in Texas, since they had such technical difficulties, they are allowing the voting stations to stay open till 7 p.m. today. Um, in North Carolina, I think Donald Trump came in this afternoon to do a rally in North Carolina. And the people that are waiting in the line to go into voting, you can hear them chanting, "Get him out, get him out." And then you hear other people chanting, "Keep him in, keep him in, keep him in." But I think it's going to be a close race. Um, as I said, it doesn't matter to me who wins because I'm ignorant. Call me ignorant, America.
I
Y'all
didn't
know
call
that's
you
an
ignorant.
ignorant ass bitch. She an ignorant ass bitch. But I hope Joe win. But look what he's going up against. He's going up against a cheater. They didn't do shit last year, and I doubt they'll do anything this year. I hope they do because cheating isn't right. It's not integrity or whatever, but they fucked Hillary. And I voted for Hillary. And they fucked her. They fucked her in a big way because she's supposed to have been the next president of the United States of America. It would have been a beautiful thing having a woman in the seat. It'd be better
Hmm.
having a black woman,
Oh
but
yeah, and
we
I think
pushing it. We
I
pushing it. We
I
pushing
think
it. Having a woman in there and then a black Oh no, oh no, y'all want too much. Y'all want too much.
so. With that being said, how do you feel about Kamala Harris?
Oh, she good. I like her. She's very strong. You know, they kept on trying to give her that her people was slave owners and all that bullshit. Who gives a fuck about what your ancestors did in the past? She has no control of that. No control of that at all. So, but I think she's good, and they claim that she locked out a she locked up a lot of black people. But black people, if you don't do crime and found guilty, then you shouldn't have nothing to disagree about that. Stay the fuck out of jail. Stop doing crime. Tell me where you go. I'm carrying. What y'all want to talk about now? My son has gone back to school. This is going to be his second week. Texas has set a beautiful strategy to implement the kids back into school. Monday, they integrated the kindergartners. Tuesday's first grade, and Wednesday was second grade. Thursday, and so on, and fifth grade was Friday. When my son went to school, they made sure that he had two masks, his laptop, all
Hmm.
his supplies. They don't keep anything in the school. They take everything back home. They do not switch classrooms. They stay at one desk. The teachers will switch out to teach. That's the only people that's leaving in and out. Lunches, there's no big menu. There's only one set. It's packed. It's carried to the classroom. They eat at their desk. Recess, there's no playing basketball, physical contact. They just go out in the field, look at the sky, meditate, come back inside. There's only 15 kids to 17 kids in a classroom. I have to check him in every morning online, stating that he does not have a fever, he does not have diarrhea, any of the coronavirus symptoms. And then when he gets on the bus, they take his temperature there. And then when he gets to school, they take another temperature. If you don't fill out the situation online, they will call you and tell you to come pick up your child. Um, but everything's been, as I said, they've been doing a good job. They make sure there's not too many kids on the bus. And he made it back home alive,
which
symptom
is
free.
which is the most important thing that he made it, and he made it back home alive. Of course, Radio Fire, his and her show, Diamond K, uh, Jamaican Paper Doll, Sweet Tea in the building. And you can join us on the program by
That's
copying that
Rufus.
link. But it sounds like it, doesn't? Copying that link um, that is pasted right there. So also we were talking about more specifically uh, women, ladies, young girls being influenced by what they see on social media.
Being demoralized, yeah.
Yeah, speak a little bit more about that.
Um, I just feel like a lot of these rappers, these new rappers, new age rappers, like tell these girls to go to school, like tell them getting a degree and getting their education. That's a cool thing too. Like they're letting these girls think that popping pussy and having the wettest pussy, bitch, you're not gonna have the wettest pussy. There's always gonna be another female that has the pussy better than yours. But and it's not gonna keep a nigga, and it's not gonna make a nigga spend money over having wet pussy. Like they have totally changed the way these young girls think that if it ain't money, it ain't right. And as I was telling you, you can have a man that has all the money in the world, and that same man is still gonna cheat on you. He's still gonna beat you, and he might not even give you shit. And you can have a man that got a 9 to 5 that will give you everything that you ever wanted. But you can have a 9 to 5 man to beat your ass too. So it just depends on how the cards run. But don't think that popping pussy and for a bag and um he flew me out and he got this and he got that girl, and if he don't got it, then that's not cool. You need to find a nigga that has it. Look for a nigga that's popping bottles in the club, bitch. That could be his fucking student loan money that he using to pop bottles in the club and be broke as shit. Like, it's so sad. Like, as I told you back in the day, Foxy Brown, Lil Kim, yeah, they talked about fucking and sucking, but that wasn't the whole album. The whole album wasn't about just that. Like the City Girls, they make me want to throw up in my mouth. Like they have not said anything valid for women to go by. Everything that they say is stupid and dumb to me. Stupid and dumb. They look stupid and dumb. And she out here telling these young girls, suck a dick and throw your lips on it and get a bag. But she got a whole man at home and just had a baby. And ain't doing half of the things that she's telling these young girls out here to go do. To sell themselves short. They're not even doing half of the stuff they telling these young girls to go out here and do. Because they don't have to. Because they got a record deal. So they're making their money. They're making their money to have you go out here and jeopardize your life, your womanhood, your morals as a woman. And they not even doing what they telling you to do because they work for a record company. That's how they make their money. They making their money off of y'all dumbasses. Stupid. Stupid. I can't even hear you, Diamond.
I'm sorry, it's definitely happening
It's
out
sad.
here.
It's
Yeah,
so sad.
yeah.
It's just so sad. Like, and it's like every new rapper that I see, it's the same thing. We got City Girls, we got what Mulatto, we got
Mm-hmm.
what's her name? Salty,
Sweetie.
Sweetie.
Yeah.
We got Meg the Stallion. We got
Yes. My new favorite.
Sukihana.
I like Sukihana too.
Yeah. And I sent you that video of Sukihana getting fellatio and the way she telling girls to eat a dick like a box of chicken McNuggets, she can't even do it. She can't even eat a dick right. How you gonna preach to these girls to swallow a whole penis and you can't even put the whole half of it in your mouth? And you throwing up. Your food. You're not even gagging out saliva. You throwing up a
I
serving
guess
food.
tell people exactly what you're talking about.
Huh?
Tell people more specifically what you're talking about.
A friend of mine sent me a video. It's a home video of Sukihana giving fellatio to, I guess, her boyfriend. It's a
Her
recent
fiance,
video.
probably.
Oh,
Yeah.
her fiance. They're like in a pool area. It looks like in somebody's private home backyard, and she's giving him fellatio, but it's the worst fellatio scene I've ever seen in my life. And I think that she's a fraud because on TV, her videos, Instagram, she talking about eat a dick up, but bitch, all you do is throw up. Like you can't even eat a dick right. So why are you telling these girls to go eat a dick and you can't even do it right? Stop. Practice what you preach. Like it. Stop talking about shit that you don't know about. Your throat. You're not. You don't have a porn star throat. You're a liar. Stop lying. Stop lying. She throwing up. She can't even handle it. She starts licking it like a little baby. Like oh my god, it was horrible. It was horrible. What did you think? And it's gonna say is she the goat or no? No, no.
Reminded you of that. You remember the Black China video?
Yes.
Mm, yeah, yeah. So you would have liked it better if she performed better in this scene. Maybe it was a bad day for. I don't know.
Did you like the video?
Maybe I need to look at it again.
Be honest, Diamond.
Yeah, I
You
didn't.
looked at it. Be honest.
I need to look at it again. Send it to me again.
What do you mean send it to you again? Just go on your DM and hit play. I know it's still there.
It might have been deleted.
Yeah, lies.
Let me
Lies.
see.
Stop lying. It's
All
in
right.
there.
Let me see if it's still here.
I wish we could show it to the world, but
Yeah, I think it
we
might be
can't.
too much. Yeah.
But it's a sight to see. I was just So disappointed. When my girlfriend sent it to me, I was pumped like, hey, I'm about to go see something good. Oh, the fuck is this? This is bullshit. Send her back. We giving
Yeah,
her back.
yeah. So I don't know. You sent it to me today, right?
Yeah, I sent it to you today. I sent it in your messenger on Facebook.
Okay,
And then
yeah.
she,
There it is.
yo,
Okay.
then she, her tongue is supposed to be so long. Like,
Okay.
what happened, sis? What happened with your tongue? And you
Oh,
know when girls get real lazy at giving fellatio, they start trying to do the hand shit, trying to hurry a nigga up, trying to rush a nigga, cause they mouth tied. They start getting all crazy with it cause they tied. So I wish this nigga would just hurry up. Just hurry up, please. What you watching it?
yeah, yeah. So I mean, here's the thing. It's not. I mean,
It's a disappointment, Diamond. Come on.
no, it's
Yes,
very
it is.
sloppy. Yeah, no, I disagree. Okay, so your issue with it is what exactly?
My issue is this. When you tell people to swallow it all the way down to the balls and you can't even pass the first membrane of the head, you need to shut up.
Okay. So you basically
Now, one
saying,
time did you see her deep throat?
well, no, no, she didn't do that. So you're saying that she don't practice what she preach.
Practice what you preach. That's
No,
all I'm saying. And
gotcha.
just like the rest of these girls, these rappers, y'all not doing half of this stuff that y'all saying y'all doing and got these young girls thinking that it's cool. It's cool. And it's not. It's not.
Hmm. Yeah. Well, I mean, you definitely want people to practice what they preach. I feel you on that.
And what about my regular guys? What about my regular guys? My regular 9 to 5 guys? Would they don't get a chance? Because they can't fly you out. They can't get you a Birkin bag, Gucci bag. So that makes him less of a man. So you gonna skip that and look and keep on chasing for that football player?
Hmm. Yes, regular guys deserve a chance, just like regular girls deserve a chance. I feel you. We in agreement on this. We agree. We agree on that.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, come on. And half of these bitches was fucking regular guys, and still it still is fucking regular
More
guys.
than half. More than half.
More than half. These
Yeah,
rappers out here, these female rappers is fucking regular guys.
as they should.
Look at
As they,
Nicki.
good point. Good point. Last thing I wanted to talk about, we talked about this a little bit, but more information has come to light since the last time we spoke about it, and that is Meg the Stallion.
Um, I don't know what happened. I've heard Meg is not like one of my favorite people, so I don't really follow her. And if I see her talking or anybody talking about her, I just scroll past. Um, I do like some of her. She's a very nasty lyrics.
Very good.
But
Yeah, I was talking about.
but I heard that Tory Lanez
Yeah.
put her in a song, and now she has this black woman power thing on Instagram. Her opinions matter. Like, I would keep me update me.
Well, I mean, we were talking about the shooting that he's been charged with in some type of way. Uh,
And you
that whether
just
he
saying
shot
she shot
her.
herself in the foot.
I don't think she shot herself in the foot. He was the one that was charged with discharging the weapon. And if a ricochet hit her some kind of way, or whatever, if an argument got out of control, um, I just I, this generation, what's happening is that somebody does something wrong, right? Somebody does something wrong. It's just they don't own up to it. People don't own up to when they do something wrong. They just have to find a way to try to make an excuse for it. This is whether it's the president, whether it's some rapper on the street, or whether it's some basketball player. It don't matter who it is. People have to take responsibility for their actions, and that's enough of that is not happening. And because they're seeing people with some type of notoriety uh, not taking responsibility, they feel like I don't need to take responsibility. What says UT?
You're absolutely right. This generation, they don't believe in communicating. It's like they just automatically just pop off. They just gonna shoot you. Like they don't discuss. They don't fight no more. Like back when we was younger in the club, you fought shit out. Yeah, they don't even fight anymore. Half of them can't fight, so they want to shoot you because they punks, or they get their ass beat. They want to come back and shoot you because they mad. Like you are totally right. And the same thing with being a celebrity or public figure, just like Mayweather daughter. She stabbed another human being in the state of Texas. She should be looking at 60 years. But because she's Mayweather daughter and she's gonna have that money, pay that judge or whatever, because that's what goes down, she's not gonna serve time. She's gonna get a slap on her wrist and other people want to be like, well, she did. Maybe I can get away with it.
Yeah, well, it ain't gonna work the same way for them.
But if she probably think that she's invincible now, like untouchable.
Yeah, yeah. Well, people just need to understand that a lot of stuff that happens is not real. We just yesterday had some stuff go down with some reality stars. I'll speak more about it when it airs. But uh, just people just always doing stuff for the camera.
They love the camera.
Yeah, they
They love
always
social media. Like life was so different when cell phones was just a ring and a number. That's all you got.
right, right.
Cell phones have changed the world so tremendously. You go to a party, everybody on their phone. You go to the grocery store, everybody on their phone. You eating dinner, everybody on their phone. Like cell phones has changed the world tremendously. It's taken the fun, it's out of everything. It has totally changed communication.
Well,
Totally have changed communication between human beings. Um, Social media. You see, I have a new page.
yeah.
I
Well, what
I
happened?
I'm tired of the fake. Point blank. Period. I'm tired of seeing motherfuckers lying about their life, and I know them, and I know how they living, and I know that they on here just showing off for likes. So I got rid of them. And my thing is, if I don't find you, don't fucking come looking for me. Cause obviously, if I ain't find you and sent you a friend request, I don't want to be your fucking friend. And that's how I feel. I'm on a whole new spiritual thing, mentally. Like I ain't got time for it. You see, I'm locking my hair up.
I see. I see.
Yes, yes. I'm on a whole different little journey going on, and that fake and phony and that those vibes. I'm just tired of seeing it, and the shit takes over your mind.
Yeah. Well, that is good. I'm glad that you are in a good space and all that. I'm super glad. I was surprised to see you locking your hair. I was like,
Yeah.
is that her? Yeah, that is her. That's
That is
her.
me. And it takes you, I mean, I've been thinking about it for years, but you had to be emotionally and spiritually there to lock your hair. You have to be able to go through all the stages and the processes and let your hair take over you and not be afraid of what society thinks of you or how they want you to look or whatever. I'm not knocking the lace fronts. I wore them for years. It fucked my hair up. My hair is going back being healthier. It's a journey that I'm going to take, but I'm not knocking people who still want to wear wigs and tracks and stuff. You know, that's their thing. That's their thing. But you know, I'm on a different path.
And that's what's up. So that what
I mean, I see you got another journey too going on with your wig.
yeah. So I sometimes I braid it, sometimes I don't.
Sometimes I braid it, sometimes I don't.
Yep, yep, yep,
Sometimes
yep.
I comb and sometimes I won't.
Exactly. Like next week, my hair is gonna be braided. So it's just yeah, it's one of them things. Um, yeah. All right. Well, always a pleasure. So we'll be back
Stop
next
lying.
week.
Stop lying.
We will be back next week on our regular time.
Stop lying.
Um, I yeah. No, what you mean?
Yo, I have to stalk you to do a show.
No, no, no. I'm glad that we connected today to do this today. Of course, our normal day being Sunday.
I
I'm
cannot
gonna
wait
be
till you run to be in politics again because you definitely are a liar. And you do convince others that don't know you very well, but yeah.
I we would have been doing a show tomorrow, but I'm gonna be traveling tomorrow, so that's the only thing.
We were supposed to do a show last week,
I
week
know what
before
happened.
that,
What happened?
week
Then the
before that.
storm came. It was like a storm. Wasn't it a storm?
Boy,
No. All right. All right. So you're not gonna give no social media, obviously, because you don't want people to find. You'll find them if you want them. At the Diamond K Show at Radio Fire, RadioFire.com for past episodes. Thank you, T. So what, are we back next week?
yeah, I'll be here waiting for you.
Sunday?
Sunday, what time?
Or do you
Because it
prefer
has to be
Saturday?
after 5.
Yeah. 5 o'clock on Sunday, or you want to do Saturday? What do you want
You
to do?
can do 5 o'clock on Sunday because you know 7 plays football on Sunday.
Yeah, so 5 o'clock on Sunday is fine.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, so we'll be back live,
5:30.
radiantfire.com,
5:30.
5:30. So you want to
Yeah.
just do 6?
Yeah, 6.
Okay, so we'll be back Sunday, next Sunday, 6 p.m., radiantfire.com. Here's a her show. Thank you, T. Always a pleasure, always fun. Yes, always.